Hello everybody, this is Prince Mouse, and welcome back to Dark Souls. Yes, you are looking at the right video. This is the next part, and I am in an area that you don't recognize. The recording failed twice, so I tried to retake the video and just walk through the area that we were at before, and that didn't work. I'm gonna move around actually a little bit to get a better angle. So I walked around and tried to get that to work, but then it failed a second time. So I made a bit more progress within the area, and it still didn't work. So it failed twice in a row. So here's to hoping it doesn't fail again. Anyway, I'm gonna teleport, and we're gonna go ahead and look at what the area actually looks like the area that requires to get here. Alrighty, so welcome back to Firelink, everybody. And basically, to get back to the area that we're trying to go to, wake up, Frampt, lazy ass. We're gonna walk over here and make our way over to the cemetery again. I'm also going to equip the Moonlight Greatsword because it's already doing more damage than the little spear that we have, but I'm going to keep the spear because of it's particularly useful in certain situations. Keep the rapier out to parry. So at this point in the game, the skeletons are very easy to take out because they expect the developers, FromSoft expects you to go to this area way before it. Oh shit, that's damage. And I guess they figure that the big skeleton's a scary enemy, like a mini boss sorta kinda. Also, notice how many graves there are in this area. And as you can tell, not everyone in the cemetery seemed to have a peaceful rest. So, yeah. Or we're gonna find even more room down here, it would seem. So it looks like they're running out of room in the catacombs. So yeah, this area is fairly dark, but I can use cast light and it's not nearly as bad. Ooh, damn. That's damage. I'd rather you not do that. Yo. I have 25 cents.
Perfect. I'll go. Is it in your bucket?
It's in the it's in the little box. Please don't. Anyway, money. Also, something to note is that for some reason, whenever you equip the Moonlight Greatsword, it seems to have some sort of status buff.
What do you want for your refill?
Coke, a mixture of Coke and Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Anyway.
Where's your cup?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Make sure it's a clean one, though, because I think there's a second dirty one there. Anyway, so I'm not sure what the shield symbol, you can see it, like, go away and reappear whenever I equip the sword and the shield. You also notice that, very interesting way to equip a weapon there. Yeah, not sure what that's about. But I think that has to do with stability. I could be wrong. But, yeah, not quite sure about that. Also, right in this area, there would be a... Cannot remember their name. Necromancer there. So, if you kill the Necromancer, the skeletons will stop respawning. Because they won't drop any souls. That's the biggest way to tell. They won't drop any souls and they'll keep reappearing. Granted, they're not very hard to deal with, but they're not really all that scary either. Wait, I just said the same thing twice, basically. Yeah, they're not scary, but don't let them like swarm you, because it's very easy to do that. Also, because they're using scimitars, that has a very low poise break damage, so poise break, not really that big of a worry. If you even if you just equip the little poise ring, that'll do enough good for you. As far as rings for this build that I'm using, I'm not quite certain what I'm gonna be doing for it. I know that one of the rings, like none of the rings that I have are definitely not what I'm gonna be sticking with. I mean, maybe, because let me look in my inventory here. Yeah, wolf and Havels. The wolf ring I'll probably stay with because poise is a good thing to have. And that gives you a 50 plus poise, which is pretty freaking scary. I mean, you don't normally expect a mage of any kind to have a ring on like that, but it helps to have it for sure. And I may, if I have the equipment load to support all of these items and still be able to quick roll, then I will probably consider using like the stamina regen ring, because stamina regen is also very good. And you notice that I also, I haven't been using the what's it called shield, the grass crest shield, because so many other people use that, and stamina regen isn't that big of an issue right now. Here's another lever. You can push it or pull it again, and it will flip. So that's pretty cool. It'll just like flip one of the bridges in this area. This area particularly sticks out in my mind for being very good for, or very interesting in terms of speedrunning, because of how you can kind of just skip it. Skip half of the area by falling down in areas correctly. Not sure if that was completely intended, but it's there, so people are going to use it. So, it's pretty good. Pain. Pain. Yeah, those don't do any damage. Quick notes about the Moonlight Greatsword while I'm using it and while I'm trying to find something to talk about. Every time you use the R2, that's why I'm not using the R2 button, it'll shoot out a little beam. I think I've shown off that beam. I don't know. I know I shot it in the failed recordings, but that starts to confuse me. Whenever you throw out a little beam like that, it will... it'll do damage. It'll do a pretty damn good amount of damage, and of course it scales with your... your intelligence, so that's always good. Because all the attacks of it scale with intelligence. My little light ball is gone. But every time you use it, it does degrade at the durability by a massive amount. So this weapon will almost never break unless you just spam R2. There's another switch. Press it and this thing will go over here. But sometimes you will find an NPC that may or may not be there all the time. I'm not sure what determines him appearing or not, because I've seen it only a couple of times. I've only have it happen to me once, but I've seen a couple other people have it. It could just be a random chance thing, but I don't know. Okay, developer message, treasure, don't go to it. There probably is treasure down there, but it's not worth it. You also notice that these skeletons that I just killed have respawned, because I haven't killed the necromancer within the area yet. Now you can run past this area, but you also notice that small nub at the end there. You can run off of that and get to this area much quicker. That does risk death, as it involves any sort of jumping. Do a couple things here. Here's the lower part of the catacombs, the utmost lower part of it. I actually want to try to kill this dude real quickly. I doubt I can, but we'll see. Well, if I can, you know, hit it. Alright, I can't hit him. I can't. 230? What's that damage looking like? That's actually not terrible if I can just do this. So he acts like a statue up until you do that, so I'm just going to make sure his hitbox doesn't trigger any of his movements, including that one. Ooh, I staggered him. Weird. Okay, that's all I got. Hey, I thought that this was going to be a lot scarier, actually. And dead. Right. That's a... would have normally been scary Titanite demon, not so scary anymore. We could get this item behind him. I believe these are simply Eyes of Death. Yes, Eye of Death. Plus 8, I think. Which is required to do a... little covenant. So we're going to go into this. If you wait 20 seconds in this coffin, you will be taken to a new area. Feels a lot more than 20 seconds, I'll tell you what. You see the howl ring on my finger, by the way. Saw it in that little cutscene. Teleport to another area with our ugly red-ass face. Welcome to the Tomb of the Giants. This area we're also going to be going to as well, but not quite in this area. Rather, this area specifically, but we can go to pray to the sarcophagus Gravelord, and it's Gravelord Nito. So, Gravelord Nito, he is a boss, and it is required to kill him to move forward, but if you join the Covenant now, you will not be kicked out of the Covenant, as it is required to join it, and also required, or not required to join, it's required to enter the area, but wow, I can't speak. It's required to kill him, but he still owns his own Covenant, and when you enter his Covenant, they are known as the Gravelord servants because he's a Gravelord. The way how their covenant works is that you use an Eye of Death and you put red phantom enemies of normal enemies in other players' worlds. Doing this, they are twice as hard, have twice as much health, and do twice the damage. Their AI is also a bit more improved, I believe, and their what is it? And they're placed in some pretty jerkish areas depending on the enemy. So there's that. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. How can you hit me on the ground? Jesus. That kinda hurt. The way how you can stop Gravelords and how you kind of initiate PvP, because it is a PvP covenant, you will leave a summon sign wherever you used the Eye of Death. And that will... Oh, I just rolled for no reason. Because the controller derped out. Using an Eye of Death will make the enemies appear, and people will hate you for it. Oh, damn it. Okay, bone wheel skeletons. These guys, stupid. Really likes them. Ow, that's why. Look at the damage. So they can be sent in as vengeance spirits to kill you, and whoever wins will get an Eye of Death out of it. So, yeah. If you win the battle, however, they will still have red phantom enemies in their world. That is up until they either exit the game or some other instance, I forget. So we're coming up to the boss of this area that I've already defeated. So there's a corpse you may have saw in the right corner. I'm not going to stop to see it because bone wheels. And that has the cleric starting set. So it has the entire holy set. And I can't remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, while I have that and while we're safe, I'm gonna probably take a look at that while we're here. So we'll just go over here. So, quick thing I will notice since I saw this first, Mask of the Child. Just read it. Well, the boss of this area is Pinwheel.
One big ass soda.
Okay, thank you. So, fighting Pinwheel, kill him, and you can get one of the 3 masks that he has.
I'm just gonna watch and talk.
Okay.
No mind.
And they each represent something. So, Mask of the Child raises stamina recovery speed. And I mid-roll.
Is there a mask of the child as well?
Yeah, I have a mask.
Mask of the child, mask of the father, mask of the son.
Mother.
Mother. Okay.
Yeah. So, there. Let's just go ahead and wear the preset real quickly. Or, holy set. I gotta find it real quickly because it's kind of buried.
Man, I haven't played this game in forever.
Yeah, I know, right?
And in fact, I haven't played my character in so long. I don't even remember what I was doing with him.
Mhm.
So he's like kind of like in limbo right now.
Yeah. So here's the entire holy set. Take my weapons. Well, no, I think it's fine. Yeah, there's that. Pretty raggedy looking. The gloves they don't have their own set of gloves for it, but I do like the female hat better than the male hat because the male hat looks like a little Jew hat. It literally does. Anyway, we're gonna read it real quick and see its stats. So the stats are pretty terrible. Don't wear the set basically. Whenever you have a better set, wear it. No curse resistance. That's interesting. Distinctive hat worn by the way of white priests in Thorland. It is simply meant to show their position within the hierarchy. Okay, yeah, that one. Yeah, word. It holds almost no meaning in the land of Lordran. I believe the robe says something different. Oh yeah, robe done by men of the cloth, so not female. Although though plain to the eye, its hardy fabric repels rain and keeps the body warm. Sorry, I'm reading on my TV and I kind of have to. It's kind of hard to see the things.
So I'll read it. Those dissatisfied with the church teachings must test their faith by going to a spiritual journey, such as a ritual self-purification of the way of the white.
So that meaning, whenever a church member becomes undead, they have to basically get sent on a quest because it's mostly a way of getting rid of them before they turn hollow. Not as much a test because they're not sent back. So, yeah. And this is the exact same thing as the other stuff. So, gonna re-equip my armor real quick. Dusk.
Have you killed the chimera thing yet?
Oh, not yet. Screw that. I'm gonna get, I know that if you get, better magic items like, soul spear and stuff, becomes ungodly easy. Since my stuff is only at 28 right now, so.
Did you kill Nito? Or no, sorry, the Great Lord?
That's the same thing. And no, yeah, I killed Pinwheel though.
Oh, Pinwheel. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Pinwheel is also super easy. You're meant to kill him after, Capra Demon, of all things. Supposedly, you're supposed to kill him after Capra Demon. So, another developer message, you can go up here, cast light, because it's dark in here. And, you can just go back to the area. This literally has no reason for it to be there. So, one of the other reasons I chose to do a mage class for this character is because, yeah, cast light. This area is super dark. If I don't have cast light, this area is ungodly dark and it's just stupid.
Did that say it did only 1 damage to him?
No. Because I did more than that. But, I hope I did anyway. That would be scary if I didn't. The normal way you would go through this if you weren't a mage, you can obtain a skull lantern later, but you do have to suffer through this whole beginning area. Ow, pain. Yeah, it's 2-hit stagger with a great sword. I figured that out earlier in the failed recording. So yeah, go through this area. There are giant skeleton archers. They exist and they're stupid. Oh, there's two. Oh shit, I'm gone. I forgot there's two. I'm dead. I'm alive. What? Uh oh, I'm dead. I'm alive. Ow, arrow. There's another one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, okay, I'm alright. Please don't get your ass in the hole. Okay. Unlike their tiny brethren, they do not have a parrying effect. You would normally, if they held up their falchions like that, they can parry with it if they were the tiny versions of the skeletons. So yeah, and now we're here. So yeah, sorry I couldn't show off the boss. It really does suck, but that's what happens, I guess. Failed recordings, they happen. They're stupid. So yeah, what are we at? 21 minutes. I think we're actually gonna call it good. So I'm gonna end off this episode here. Sorry it wasn't all that interesting, but in the next episode we're gonna go through the Tomb of the Giants, and I'm gonna probably look up a certain ring that we need because I'm trying to look for that and I can't find that. So I'm gonna just look up where that is because I don't remember getting it. So yeah. Anyway, I have been Prince Mouse. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.